Alright, today we are going to be doing a voiceover, and I'm going to tell you about what's going on here. Here it has been the latest hurricanes coming through, so it's been raining a lot today and yesterday and for the next couple days. So I decided to take an old video I had that I didn't think was up to my standards and re-edit it and redo it and shorten it up a good bit to where it's some decent quality, and do a voiceover over it and make it better. So I'm gonna get there was a lot of good footage out of this video that I wanted to use, so that's what I'm gonna do. This is horse hay. I'm loading round roll horse hay with a 4610. I love loading hay with this tractor. I don't know what it is about this tractor and loading round rolls of hay, but I would rather load hay with this tractor than the 5400. And the 5400 has the power shuttle and everything too, and the Dyna 4 and everything. And I like loading hay with the 5400, but not as much as I do this tractor. This tractor is perfect for loading hay with. I swore at the beginning of the year that we weren't going to bale a lot of round roll horse hay this year, because every time I do it I lose money, and I don't like losing money, and I would rather have them in squares, because being we have all the equipment to haul the squares and produce them at a pretty decent pace, it's just a losing proposition to make them into rounds, because I can't get, for the same amount of hay, I can't get what I can out of round that I can squares. So I just lose money, and I just don't like doing that. But the unroller thing, I've had a lot of people telling me that for a good while now, probably since I started the channel even, that I should look at an unroller. The problem I have with an unroller is one, I have a mid-50s-year-old dad who is not going to stand at the back of a square baler, and he's my only other help besides my grandpa, who's in his mid-70s, and that's not going to work either. So that leaves me basically no options, because I can't stack the amount of hay that we bale every year by hand out of a unroller. And that's ultimately, that's the little thing that nobody ever tells you about an unroller. Every bale that comes off the back, you either have to square it up to where a grapple can grab it by hand, or you have to stack it in the back of a trailer or on a trailer by hand. And you have to stand at the back of a square baler when it's running, just like going across the field. Y'all know how dusty and dirty they are. You have to stand at the back of one and do all that, and it is not fun. So it's worse than riding a wagon behind a baler and stacking hay that way, because you're even closer. And the unrollers alone throw off a ton more dust and hay and stuff than just the baler running across the field by itself. So that's one thing. The other thing I don't like about using an unroller is you lose a lot. I mean, you're looking at losing probably at least 2 bales of roll hay, or 2 to 3 bales. Due to compaction of running it through 2 balers and going through all that, not to mention what little, I mean, there is a little bit of loss, but not a whole lot when you're using an unroller. But you lose a lot, and then you're out the extra money of running 2 balers and all that extra cost and tying it twice and everything else. And then you have to have somebody to pay somebody to stand at the back of that baler and stack all that stuff by hand. And if you can get somebody to actually do that job consistently and want to do it and not quit or leave in this day and age, you're doing pretty good, because it just don't happen. And that's my issues with an unroller. For me, it just does not work. For other people, it probably does. Now, if I could buy hay out more of a rural area, where there's not such a high market for horse hay or something like there is here, and haul it in here and unroll it, somebody else's hay, maybe like 4x6 or 5x6 rolls, and or even 4x5s if I got them real cheap, that's good quality hay, and rebale them into squares and get a premium price, yeah, you can make money doing that. But me actually going out and rolling all my hay off my fields, turning around, rebaling them, and having to go through all that trouble again and dealing with it, it's just not, for me in my operation, it just don't work. So that's why we don't have an unroller. Now, could get it in the future if we get into buying hay and having it hauled in. I could see maybe using one for that, or if whatnot. Now, I do have one that goes behind the tractor that you can. I do unroll some rolls during the winter if I run out of squares and I need some more to finish me out till I start baling again. I have done that in the past, and like I said, you lose a lot. It's just all the extra effort and time and the money that goes into it. You're not making anything really. But that's the unroller. The good friend of ours I was talking about the other day that has the big Tex trailer, he actually went and bought a 4707 Massey Ferguson tractor. He's been wanting a tractor for a really long time. I've been working on him, me and my grandpa trying to talk him into getting one, and he finally got one, and he loves it. I actually looked at the tractor for him. He wanted me to look at it and see what I thought about it before he pulled the trigger on it. He did get it at Cane's, and he loves the thing. The 4707s do not have urea, blue def, whatever you want to call it, junk on them. They use a recirculation system that the 4610 has, and I know for a fact that so far 1100 plus hours on that 4610 has not given a bit of trouble. So that's something really nice about those. Another thing that they did do on the 4707s they fixed was the air conditioner. Now, a lot of people had concerns about the air conditioner. It was cold air coming out of it. It just didn't move enough air, or the fan didn't blow hard enough. They went in and put a higher speed fan on them. They also went into the tops of them. This was a recall, and something with the air tubes on it, where if I understood it correctly, to where the air blows through, was allowing air to escape into the actual top of the tractor instead of going down to the cab. So they got that fixed. One thing that about the 4700 series though that I would like to see Massey make adjustments on and fix is, I would actually like to see them make the radiator more accessible to the farmer to be able to blow it out easier, because it is a little bit of a headache to get in there. It does have screens to pull out, but I'm not real crazy about screens. I like a big spacey area so I can get in there and blow the radiators and stuff out. That's just the way I am, because those screens, they can collect hay, and if you don't keep them cleaned off pretty often, they can get cement seed on them that your tractor will run hot. It's just like a radiator. You got to keep up with it. It does help because you can just knock it off or whatever, but it still gets behind it bad. And you have to keep them blowed out, because if you don't, it will run hot. Some of them do. Even our McCormick's that way, and our other tractors. But that's it for the voiceover. I'm going to turn some music on. Thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. Hope y'all enjoyed this. I'll see y'all later.
Gather round, cats, and I'll tell you a story how to be an all-American country boy. Buy you a guitar and put it in tune. You'll be a picking and a singing soon. Yeah, impressing the girls, a picking hot licks, and all that jazz. I bought me a guitar a year ago, learned how to play it in a day or so. And all around town it was well understood I was a-knocking them out like a Johnny should. Hot licks, showing off, yeah, #1. I practiced all day and up in the night. My poor old papa's hair was turning white, 'cause he didn't like my music and soul. He said, "You can stay, boy, but that's gotta go." Yeah, he's a square. He just didn't dig me at all. So I took my guitar picks and all, and said farewell to my poor old pa. I split for Nashville where they say, y'all, them swinging cats are having a ball. Sessions, the hot licks and all, they dig me. I was picking and singing, yeah, and getting the breaks. And the girls all said I had what it takes. When up stepped a man with a big cigar, and he said, come here, boy, I'm gonna make you a star. I'll put you on the opera, yeah, let you ride in a Cadillac. Sign here, paycheck. Well, I signed my name and became a star, having a ball with my guitar, driving a great big long Cadillac, fighting the girls off of my back. Yeah, they just kept a-coming. They're screaming. Yeah, they like it. So I picked my guitar with a great big grin, and the money just kept on pouring in. Then one day, old Jimmy Dean says, come here, boy, you gotta join my team. My TV show needs you, boy. I'm gonna make you a TV star. Pick that guitar. Yeah, like the star you are.